today's video slash episode slash sermon is going to be sermon 3 slash episode 3. And in today's, you know, let's say, hmm, let's just say today's episode, you know what I'm saying, is going to be just I guess you could call it a prayer. I guess you could call it that. I didn't really think that just me talking would be considered a prayer, but I guess so. You know what I mean? I don't really want to say preaching. You know what I'm saying? I know that word is it's a thin line between that word. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my generation. Oh man, this nigga preaching. Oh. But then again, you got some people who like, yeah, I actually respect that. I like that you actually take the time to break it down. But people who do that, you just preaching this shit. They just people who have been hurt and motherfucking been let down a lot in their life and shit. I've been one of those people too that been hurt and let down in my life a lot. But I've been learning that you got to just overcome that shit. Because if you stay stuck on that type of time, then you become stuck in time. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just something I was thinking about. And I was just thinking about how this devil system, aka this devil world, got it set up to where like the real, like real people, the real people, the real, you know what I'm saying, people who are real, like, or genuine, or sincere, which is all pretty much synonyms of each other, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because to be sincere is to be real, to be genuine is to be sincere, you know what I mean? So they all pretty much one and the same. So people who are, sincere, genuine, or real, it's other terminologies, but we're going to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like other people who are like that, the system is set up to where those people are put into a trap or a maze. And that's what I've noticed. Like, for example, I'm going to use the original candidates. And actually, this been happening in history before, but the play that they did this on to, well, they did this, the government actually done this to a lot of people, but I will say the most famous duo that they did it to was Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, because when Malcolm X finally met up with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X was basically telling Martin Luther King that what he was saying was basically a deception. And once Martin Luther King found out that he was actually deceiving his people, because he even said it in his speech, he said, I have led my people into a burning fire, into a burning house. You see what I'm saying? He said that after he met up with Malcolm X, and Malcolm X actually put him on to the truth about what was really happening. You know what I'm saying? Like what was really going on. Like, and the fact that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they were supposed to be controlled oppositions against each other, but they were two, and you know what I mean? Excuse my language, but I gotta break this shit down the best of my ability. They were two real niggas that got caught up in some fuck nigga shit. And that's the same thing with Tupac and Biggie. That's the same thing with John F. Kennedy. You see what I'm saying? That's the same thing with a lot of people who died. A lot of people even to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like you can even say Heath Ledger. He got caught up into some shit. You know, he was a real nigga. You know, you know. I'm just using that terminology. Genuine. You know, who else? Motherfucking Pop Smoke, FBG Duck, King Von. Like I can keep going on. Juice World, bro. Like I can keep going on and on. And it's not even just them. I'm just saying that's the more modern day people and shit. Real niggas that get caught up in some fuck shit. XXX Tentacion. You know what I'm saying? List goes on and on and on. And that's just the modern day list. But the original list is the people who came before us. You know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Tupac, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? There's other people that's been in history too that went through the same thing. These were real people that was caught up into a faulty system, into some fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Into some fuck nigga shit. Like for example, I'm telling you, once Malcolm X reached out to Martin Luther King and they actually met each other, that's when they both was marked for death because they were supposed to be controlled oppositions against each other. Martin Luther King was, preaching about peace and all this type of stuff. Malcolm X and, the Nation of Islam and stuff, they was teaching about, like self-defense and, different stuff like that, like, knowledge of self and whatnot. But they was also teaching self-defense. You see what I'm saying? And Martin Luther King wasn't. Martin Luther King was saying, hey, you know, uh, Martin Luther King was saying, hey, no, man, peace, woo, woo, woo. And that's when, at that time, that was the civil rights movement. And our people was getting hit with water hoses, dogs sick on them, getting bit, get beat, all that type of shit because of listening to Martin Luther King. But then when Malcolm X was coming out there saying what he was saying, they were supposed to be controlled oppositions against each other. And when they actually met each other, and Malcolm X ran down the play to Martin Luther King that they were supposed to be controlled oppositions, and they wasn't, and they actually was trying to come together to actually do some shit. And Martin Luther King found out that he was misled, that he was misleading his people because that's the only reason why they put him in that position because the shit he was saying, it had some power to it. Don't get it wrong, it most definitely had some power to it, but it was a lot of deception in there too. You see what I'm saying? But it was deception that like he had to kind of water it down, but at the same time, he thought that like it was actually just like giving him that forefront for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like for whatever reasons, his reasons unknown, but he most definitely had a message. It was powerful, but he had to water it down because they finna let it be out there if it was all radical and shit. Like Malcolm X. Like Malcolm X, don't get it wrong, he still had his fan base and shit was out there and stuff like that, and it was most definitely being pushed by the Nation of Islam, which had a lot of even more numbers and power to it. But like I said, they was pushing two different messages, and they was coming out of two different parts of the United States. You see what I'm saying? So it was like they were supposed to be control oppositions against each other, man. And like basically on that fake East Coast West Coast bullshit, or the same tactics that the government used to take down the Black Panthers, just pin Martin Luther King and Malcolm X against one another. And once they actually met each other, and the government said that wasn't working, the only thing they can do was take both of them out. You see what I'm saying? And who came on the scene? What's folks' name? Al, I think it was Al Sharpton, or was it Reverend Jesse Jackson? Because both of them motherfuckers are agents, and it's just facts. Go do your research on that one. You see what I'm saying? So I was just thinking about that shit, and I was like, this is crazy because the system has been set up like this. You know what I'm saying? Where fuck niggas can prevail, and real niggas they get set up. You see what I'm saying? Like even with the FYBJ man situation, like he's still alive, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that fuck niggas like Adam 22, that faggot, he think he can really play with real niggas and think ain't nothing gonna happen to him, and that's not how the game goes. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Adam 22, we already know you a fuck nigga. Nigga, you even said you started off in New York somewhere riding BMX and shit. And I fuck with BMX, but come on, nigga, you far from the streets. So it's like, how the fuck you get on this type of time? Cause I already told you, nigga, Adam 22 paying them niggas double, boy. I already told you this shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, FIBJ, man, a real nigga. Yeah, he play around, do his little comedy shit. But niggas don't understand. See, niggas don't know how Chicago really is. Y'all not from there. Y'all niggas just see the shit that's going on the outside in. Nigga, we 6-time champions, nigga. Why you think that? Because niggas is really a championship. Nigga, we really a championship state, a championship city, for real, for real. Why you think we got that 6 times? Because niggas, we really champions. You see what I'm saying? And that's just basketball, nigga. We champions in all our sports. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we really, like, that's why niggas hate we really champions. But the thing is, besides that, like, niggas don't know how Chicago is. Nigga, Chicago is really mafia. Like, niggas don't even know what gangster being gangster meant. It really is supposed to be having respect for yourself, respect for your community, respect for your women. You know what I'm saying? And I mean respect for your women, the women in your community. You see what I'm saying? Respect for your woman, respect for your wife, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Respect for your mother, all that type of shit. That's originally gangster, helping people out in need, giving back to the community. That's really gangster. And if a nigga act up, then you crack his motherfucking head open. That's gangster. So it's like niggas trying to be cool, trying to be copacetic, trying to actually push the peace. That's how it goes to show you niggas don't want to push the peace. They want to keep the violence going on, to keep the organ trade. Nigga, come on, stop playing with me, boy. Adam 22, nigga, that nigga is a porn star, right? Or whatever the fuck he is. That nigga is a part of the sex trafficking industry, nigga. That nigga's a bro. If you're a part of the sex trafficking industry, you're most definitely a part of the organ trafficking industry. You see what I'm saying? Your hands might not be exactly on the organs, but nigga, y'all right there neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? The organs going in this truck, Adam 22 and them going in the other truck with the hookers and shit. But in the other truck, the organs and all that shit going to a different place. Nigga, I'm surgical with this shit. So it's like, where it come to the point where these fuck niggas can play with real niggas. See, niggas just trying to be cool and just trying to be smooth and shit. You see what I'm saying? But niggas wanna do that goofy ass backdoor and shit. You see what I'm saying? Like a nigga sweet. Then when nigga body started dropping the shit, then niggas start bugging up. Niggas wonder, oh, what's wrong with him? Nigga, nah, nigga, y'all know what the fuck going on. Them niggas is agents, boy. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Straight up, man, that shit wow. So I was just thinking about this shit like, damn, man, like this system is set up for fuck niggas to prevail. And all the real niggas end up getting set up type shit. Like really peep the scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like that shit wild as fuck though, man. But wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Have a blessed day, you know what I'm saying? And love yourself, be yourself. Don't ever let nobody tell you you can do something. Don't ever let nobody tell you you can't do something that way.